Hello everybody, welcome to my first vlog of 2025. It's been wonderful to seeing all the children back in school, and I can't believe that January is nearly already over. This term is really where you see the progress starting with students. Term one is really about building on that core knowledge, those core skills. In mathematics, we're looking at calculation and number facts. In English, we're looking at grammar. And term 2 and 2 and 3 is where we really build on that core knowledge and really look at problem solving and applying that knowledge across the subject and across the curriculum. So for example, the children will start to move in year 6 on from that core number calculation into things like algebra, into looking at different shapes and using calculation to calculate area and perimeter, looking at 3D shapes as well, and calculating the volume of those things. So it's really where they're taking those calculations and applying it into other areas of those subjects. And again, similar for writing and reading, we're looking at those core skills that they developed in term 1 and how they apply and really deepen their knowledge of inference, interpretation of text, and equally in their writing really develop as authors of text. Not just think about including features, but how those features impact on the reader, that depth of writing that we're really looking for. So it's really an exciting time for students in terms of their progress. But it's also been a really exciting time because of the amazing events that have taken place. So we had our sports day, sports days over the past 3 weeks, where we've had FS participating, then we've had our Key Stage 2, and finally this week we had our Key Stage 1 sports days. It's been lovely, cool weather in the mornings. It's been great seeing all the students outside participating in fitness, exercise, competition, and really enjoying staying fit and healthy, which is what we want. And I thank all the parents for coming and supporting the children be able to perform and stay active in front of an audience. It's been wonderful to bring the community together once again. Talking of community events, our International Day last Saturday was unbelievable. I've been here for 11 years and I would probably say that this was the best International Day yet. It was wonderful to see so many parents at the weekend coming with their children to engage in the community and the different cultures that make up our wonderful community. There were so many things on show, so many people volunteering and demonstrating just how wonderful the vibrant cultures that we have in school are. So thank you so much for those who supported that event, both by running stalls and also attending. We've also had Dottie, the astronaut, this week, who is an American astronaut. She was in space in 2010, and she visited Year 2 because Year 2 are studying space, travel and transport, and looking at the environment as well, of how sustainable travel can be enhanced. And so they got to interview Dottie and ask her all kinds of wonderful questions about what it was like to be a space woman, what it was like to go off to space, to be in space, what it was like to do experiments there, and how she got back home. There were so many wonderful questions. They were so excited. And then she visited Year 5, who study space for the first time as part of their science topics, and they had the opportunity to interview and listen to a presentation from her about how she became a space woman, what it took to get that job, the training that she had to undergo before she went off to space. And it was wonderful to see so many students engaging and speaking to a real-life astronaut. Certainly a luxury experience here at the Academy. Just thinking forward, obviously Ramadan is not too many weeks away, and for those of you new to Dubai, Ramadan hours are reduced in terms of school timings. And so as parents, we want to know what timings would work best for you. So we've sent out a very short survey asking you to vote for which timings would best suit you. And that's either going to be 8 till 1, 8:30 till 1:30, or 9 until 2. Basically, those are the maximum hours we're allowed to operate as a school during Ramadan, and so we would need parents. We would like parents to have input into what those timings look like. So please look out for that survey, and please make sure you fill that in and have your say in terms of what would best fit with your schedules. And finally, our parent survey has been released. It closes in a week's time, so please make sure that you have completed that. Even if you don't have any next steps or targets, just knowing what we do well is really important, so we can keep on doing it. There's always a danger we get all the feedback on things that we can do even better, but no feedback on what we do already, the things that we need to keep and we really want to protect because they're working for our families and our students. So please complete the survey. 9s and 10s are the only positive score in terms of the ratings. Anything below that, 8 and 7 are passive scores, and then 6 and below are deemed as detractors or negative scores. So any scores that are below there show that as parents, you have a lot of areas that you would like to see the school develop. So if you are really happy, we love to see those 9s and 10s to really support what we're doing here at the Academy. But equally, if you have feedback for us, then we always welcome that. We do our best to listen to as many parents as possible in order to enhance the provision of our wonderful students. That's all from me from January. Have a wonderful weekend. And enjoy the rest of this term. Half term is not too far away before we start our countdown to spring break, and obviously our special timings in terms of Ramadan and our assemblies to build up to that, because it's a really special time for our community, particularly our Muslim parents, where we start to reflect on why we're here and how we can support our community in a different way. So thank you so much and have a good weekend.